want to talk about bird dogging. Okay. I've talked about this before, but this is very important, even especially for me. As you guys know, I do consulting calls. Those of you that are clients on this call, there's a couple that are invited on here that we periodically allow to attend the webinar. But those of you that are my clients, first and foremost, I have an obligation to, number one, communicate with you, provide you with information that is necessary for you to help you with your investing, as well as I'm out looking at property, so I don't have a lot of time. So what I'm trying to do better is I'm trying to better work with bird doggers. Bird doggers meaning people to provide additional off-market properties for us, so that way, as those come through, you guys have additional options on properties to look at. In December, we had tons of different properties that came through, whereas in January right now, it's kind of slowed down. And so we're analyzing deals right now, but not as many. And so I've got to make sure that that's constantly going. And same with you guys, those of you that are looking for rentals and looking for flips. So let's talk about that. Let's go into, I'm going to kind of put some notes here with my email. I don't have necessarily a presentation like I do occasionally. So I'm going to move this over and I'm going to open this up. So I want to talk about bird doggers. Those of you that are on the call, how many of you have worked with bird doggers before? Let me know if you've worked with bird doggers. What's your experience? So yes, I've worked with bird doggers, or no, I don't. What is a bird dogger? Again, I know that there's some of you that are on different levels of investing. So a bird dogger is somebody who spends their time looking for deals. And when I say looking for deals, really what they're doing is they're getting a name, they're getting a number of somebody who's either interested in selling, or maybe they're not even interested in selling, but they have a property, and then they're wanting to take that phone number or name to be able to contact that person to see if they are interested. Because a lot of times, someone might not necessarily be advertising that they want to sell, and they're not putting it out there. There's nothing that says, hey, I'm in foreclosure, or hey, I'm struggling with this tenant that's a pain in my butt, and I'd love to sell it, but I'm not advertising it. So people don't necessarily advertise it. So looks like I don't, I'd like to be one. Okay, so you'd like to be one also. I don't work with them. Don't know how to. Yes, love bird doggers. Okay, great. Yes, experience with bird doggers, great. So bird doggers are good for leveraging time. Now, Chris, you just mentioned I'd like to be one. I think that's great that you'd like to be able to find deals. I want to get you to the point where not only are you able to find the deals, but the next level of a bird dogger would be someone who can put it under contract and or either decide to keep it themselves or be able to use a different exit strategy of being able to sell that to somebody else. So yes, I'd like to work with you on that as well. So I'm going to go into details of what I think a bird dogger is and who's using them. So let's go.